Six cups came storming in, shoulder swinging hot. Tinker and Evers turning two like they forgot the clock. Hold a swing from shortstop, Pirates punched their way. And Flick from the net said, we'll see you boys someday. Ticket punch to the bass so grand. Oh, ghosts and rookies all hand in hand. From Cosley's grass to the Astrodome shine. Every team still playing in this heart of mine. Ripton's Iron Man Grand lit the Camden sky, while Pujols sparked one deep, a Midwest goodbye. Garrick laced doubles like thunder in July, and Walter's fastball hummed a lullaby. Ticket punched from the dice to the dream, past and present all on the same screen. Roll the charts, let the lineups align. Baseball forever and the bracket's fine. Pete Rose now head first, the crowd starts to roar. Star Jones still sending baseballs out the door. Licky's on first and he's already gone, while Cedeno circles home to finish the song. 12 teams wait with banners high, their names stitched proud in the Nashville sky. From Cleveland's past to the Bronx's might, the tickets punch, what a beautiful sight. So roll those dice and keep the score. The game ain't over, there's always more. Each click, each pitch, each dream combined. That's the bash, living on in my mind.
All right. Hey, Jamie, welcome. This is Mike Silva. We're here on the Big Beautiful Baseball Bash Live, episode 5. We are continuing on with round 1. We're going to be wrapping up. Oh, well, not wrapping it up, but almost finishing up the day 1 of round 1. We have 3 games.
Pretty interesting games too, I think.
Exactly. 3 games to do it, and I just wanted to show that intro video where we seem to have a seemingly endless amount of content here that Jamie has created over the last year. I would say, well, he's had a long time. That one was created probably closer to halfway through.
Yeah, I think back in November, whenever we did that midway show.
It's just amazing stuff. That's really good. It really captures the spirit of the thing, Reg.
Yeah.
And so here we are, and we're going to start playing these games, and maybe I don't know if we're going to have a visit from a few, maybe from Dave Lando or not, but he's been sent the link, and maybe he might join in and provide some expert baseball commentary to these games. But we'll see how many games we can get in tonight. Probably the usual from the last few shows. So it's about 2 hours is our limit, I think. And hey, Vinny M10. Who is that? Is that Vinny? Is that Mr. Two Hands on the Wheel driving Vinny? I think it is. How's it going, Vinny? Thanks for joining. We're just about to get going, and we're going to start the 1982 Padres and the 1912 Giants with these fine-looking uniforms. And on the mound, we got Tim Lawler, the number 1 starter for the 82 Padres, against Christy Mathewson. If you haven't seen much of a on paper mismatch, this one would probably be the biggest one. But here we go. We got a night game here at Old Polo Grounds, 1912. Okay, we got, as I said, Mathewson against and Gene Richards is facing him off. So here we go. Just gonna get the little flyby. Angles never before seen at Polo Grounds.
This might be one of those matchups we talk about that has never happened before in baseball sim history.
Oh, I probably guaranteed.
Maybe someone out there played 1912 Giants versus the 1982 Padres, but if you did, or if you haven't admitted to it, we're taking claim as the first people to ever do this.
if you happen to be watching this and you have played those two teams against each other before, please
Yeah, let us know how it
chime
turned
in.
out. Yeah.
Chime in, please. I'd even
Especially
get
if
you on the show.
Tim Lawler went up against Christy Mathewson. A little bit
Yeah.
of a gap in fame.
Yeah.
But,
Hey, we got
Padres
two on
are
with two
looking
out
good.
there.
Yeah.
A little something with two outs. Luis Salazar. Oh, that's three
Wow,
straight
right
hits
off
with
the
two
bat.
outs. And the run's gonna come home and the throw home. Not in time. We got a 1-0 lead for the
Well,
Padres.
these Padres beat the 56 Yankees in the finals, so they're
They
not going to
did.
be too afraid of the 1912
All right.
Giants either.
Well, that's it for the top of the first. Now the Giants have their shot, and we got Buck Herzog, Fred Murray, Chief Myers, Larry Doyle, Fred Merkel, Beals Becker, Fred Snodgrass, Art Fletcher, and Christy Matheson. And the amazing thing is, like before I started this bash, I would not have known who any of these guys' first names were pretty much. Now I can kind
Yeah,
of
these are pretty famous guys from there. I know, like
Oh yeah,
there's a,
but
no,
I
I'm
didn't
just
know
saying,
anything
like,
about them. I mean,
this
I've
team-
learned a whole lot.
this team in particular has a collection of, obviously they were one of the better teams of their time.
Yep. Just to bring up let's see here, the Giants. I had the stats. Sorry about that. So here comes Chief Myers with 380 in the bracket.
Had a game with 3 home runs. In the
Yes, he did. Yep. One of the few 3 home run games in the bash so far.
Yeah, I think we had 6 total from the history.
Oh, that's over his head.
Wow.
That's all the way to center
Yeah.
field. Larry Doyle.
Judged that very well.
That's gonna. He's not gonna go to third. Okay, so we got a game tying double, 2 outs.
Rupert Jones didn't really play that well. Right?
And Merkel drops one into right, and that could take the lead. So the lead for the Padres is short-lived. A lot of damage with 2 outs for both teams, and a stolen base attempt, and he's going to be safe. Fred Merkel.
I don't know if you have his stats, but Beals Becker, I'm pretty sure had a pretty good tournament too. So
Beals Becker had a 404 average, 6 home runs, and 22 RBIs, and 5 stolen bases. That's a hell of a bracket there.
Let's see if Matheson gets tougher. He's gotten through the first inning.
I almost reflexively went to the half inning sim button. Just I'm like, I was moving that way, and I was like, wait a second, we got to play these out. Tim Lawler, the pitcher, with the red cleats on.
And the pitch is a strike, and that's
The
it.
fadeaway.
Yeah,
Well, it's kind of mean to throw that to the pitcher.
I know. Oh, here we go, the Giants. So far, the Kansas City Royals of 72 and the 78 Texas Rangers have not fared too well in their first game.
Yeah,
And these
the
82
Cinderellas
Padres,
are not. I don't know what
Yeah,
would be.
they're turning into a pumpkin.
Yeah, I guess
exactly.
you got pumpkins coming early.
Yep. If the Orioles and the Padres lose, it would be a good storyline, like a nice little article.
Yeah.
Like, you could have the pumpkin, like the.
Well, we'll see what happens when the first round's done. But
Oh yeah,
part of you kind of thinks like this team's luck is going to catch up with them at some point.
Yep.
But they're still, the Padres still getting their hits.
yep. Oh, thrown out at second. Two outs for Sixto Lezcano. Base hit. I dig the yellow sanitary socks these guys have.
Oh yeah.
They got the brown regular sock and the yellow. It's kind of like the Oakland A's have in the 80s. They had the yellow sanitary sock
Yeah.
with green.
Yeah, I never even noticed that with the Padres before.
Yeah. And of course, they had the elastic waistband pants on.
Yeah,
I don't know who-
pretty common.
I guess those are
that
comfortable.
era.
I guess you could say those are comfortable. So I mean, maybe that's why. But
You know,
it's just funny. You still there, Jamie?
yeah, I'm still there. Can you
Oh,
hear me?
I thought you went to. I thought you went to go say something, and then I thought.
Oh, no. I might have paused right when I was watching.
All right, no problem.
Still learning this whole broadcast.
Yeah. That was nice seeing Replay Gamer on the box scores from the
Yeah,
basement a little
yeah,
earlier.
definitely gonna pick up where we left off.
That guy is a Replay Game is a really good guy. He seems like I don't know him, but and I know you were
Yeah.
on his show.
Oh no, I mean, based
Yeah.
on he's as easygoing as he is on his shows, his channels.
Silky
And
smooth.
just one of those
sound.
guys that just loves these games and loves playing.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah.
And he definitely cares about his replay.
Uh-huh.
He definitely it seems like he takes great care in making sure it's run the way he wants it, you know.
Yeah. Good rundown by Snodgrass out there in center.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm really liking what he's doing with this 26 replay with the articles he's making, and it's like really kind of like reliving the 1926 season, from the Yankees.
Yep. Yep. Yeah, he's. In case anybody's wondering, this is kind of if he's listening to this, maybe he wants to come on as a guest. He can definitely come on as a guest more than
Yeah,
one.
yeah, we have pretty much open invitation to anybody.
Yeah, I mean, we'll start doing that. These first few shows, just want to make sure we get things move smoothly.
Yeah, it's hard enough for us to figure out, much less subject someone else to it while we're trying to figure it out.
Right,
But
exactly.
yeah, once we get it down.
I wouldn't say we're not pros at anything by any stretch of the imagination, but it's fun, and it's really just all about fun. It's all it is. It doesn't matter. We stumble, we trip over our words. It doesn't matter. We're not getting graded on this. PSA graded
by Gene Richards.
Yeah, Gene Richards. I keep thinking of Keith Richards when I see that guy. Sixto again. Ooh,
Well,
hard
hard,
shot. All right,
would have been a great chance for them to play, but they didn't need it.
Larry Doyle
Because
is
one of
one.
the great second baseman of his time. The career probably didn't last long enough to be a Hall of Famer, but he had some good seasons.
Yep. And Merkel's known for Merkel's boner, right?
Yeah, which is unfortunate because he was a good player.
And the pitch is a strike,
Yep.
and that's it.
The very first year, he barely played, and he goes down being infamous for
Yeah,
not touching second base. 100+ years later, we're still talking about it.
I know. That's why, because of these games.
Yeah, that's true.
I mean,
a
how
lot
much would people be talking about this stuff? If
Well,
we
yeah,
were
I mean,
able to
other
play
than
the games out.
baseball history aficionados, but this,
Yeah, that's what I mean.
Yeah, I mean,
Only people that read
baseball
books,
history.
or if you read books, or you just happen to be a historian, then that's that's the only way you learn about those things now. But now we have all these other ways of finding out about players and getting interest in players to do some research and find out things. So yeah,
Well, that's one of the things these games do, or even this bash. You can learn about a player just from watching them play in your game, and then you appreciate them, and then you go back and you look at them, how they were historically, and it's like always amazing when they match just how you remember these games.
ooh, Flannery goes
Wow,
deep to right
that's
field.
trouble.
Oh my God, it's gone.
Wow,
Right across right over the short
Padres
fence.
just like
4-3.
reversed. Little 299-foot home run, but it counts.
Wow. Yeah, so Mathewson's in a bit of a pickle.
Yeah,
there.
he got off to a bad start, and then he was cruising until the inning. The Padres, this team, they gave a lot of teams trouble.
They did. Timely hitting. Sometimes it's better than talent. All right, then.
But that's why you play the games,
Yes, it is.
Yeah.
Let's see.
That's gonna give you trouble too.
Dave Lando's on here. Oh, wait a second. We've got someone. Is Dave Lando on here or not?
Hello? Am
Hey.
I on?
Hi.
Am I
Dwayne
here?
Dwayne Martin has just popped in as well.
Have I been allowed in?
Dwayne Martz.
Hey, I
Dave,
just
how's it
want to
going?
start out by saying fuck the 82 Padres because they're close to the 84 Padres, and
Well, they
fuck
just said-
anyway who
Oh,
likes the
another hot
Padres.
That's 3 home runs in the last 2 innings.
All right, Dave. Dave's got the first cuss word on the
Uh-huh.
Big Beautiful Baseball Bash live show.
You goddamn right.
I can't show my.
Thank you for allowing me to join you guys. This is a great project, and this has been a lot of fun to follow.
So
Now we
Dave,
can't make any money off of this because of that.
wow, this game's getting out of hand here.
Well, sure. The Jew comes in, and Jamie starts bringing up money, of course.
All right. So Dave's view. Oh, here's the. Oh, what's this 7th inning stretch music?
Thanks for popping in, Vinny.
Oh, I love this music. This is great. I don't even hear this usually. This is like New York. There you go.
I love this 7th inning stretch music it's digging up.
The disclaimer here is that any thoughts, words, or expressed by Dave Lando is not the views or thoughts or words of the necessarily of the Big Beautiful Baseball Band.
That's a sure thing. I'm just here to watch the Padres lose.
Yeah, well,
I'm enjoying the hell. Not that I care about the Giants at all, but screw the Padres.
That's it. So Dave, we got you on here now, and you are I just want everybody to know that you are the official namer of this tournament. I remember you were around when we were on the Discord. When I was coming up, trying to figure out how to do this. And I think I had put together some sort of semblance of a plan, and then you came along and said, "Why don't you call it I think you might have called it the Big Beautiful Baseball Tournament or something." And then I added the bash to give it more of an alliteration. You know what I mean?
Well, there's never been a more beautiful baseball bash than this one.
And the pitch is
It's bigly wonderful. Thank you.
Yeah. I mean, I think a year ago, that was kind of in the news a lot, that whole thing.
Yeah.
I think that was just used, I think it's a perfectly fine name. And I think it's a perfect, it's something that I've never seen anybody use before. So
It's the perfect name for this, because this is the biggest thing I've ever seen.
Yeah, exactly. And it's beautiful.
It's beautiful. It's very bigly, and we love it.
Hey, Dwayne. I didn't know what Jamie was talking about. I thought he meant that he was joining this broadcast. But how's it going, Dwayne? Thanks. These Padres are beating up on the Giants. 7-3 now.
Makes me sick.
It's just game one, though, Dave. Don't worry about it. And
my vitriol will be there for every Padres game.
Fred Merkel.
Get out of here, gone!
I guess Merkel just boned that one. Waka waka.
Wow, look at that thing. That was a bomb. 459 feet. All right.
That was a long shot.
Yeah.
Straight up the middle.
7-4. All right, so we got a game here. Let's see if they can get another run or two here.
Yeah, they need a beginning if they're going to get into it.
Yeah, that's not going to do it. Snodgrass.
I am actually going to switch from my phone to my computer. So I'm going to go grab your link again and jump in on that.
Why is it? You got to go smoke?
No, I was smoking. So now I'm going to be back on the computer. So
all right. I'm going to kick you off then.
Yeah, kick my ass.
Whew, enough of that guy. I'll have to wait till he comes back.
Brooke popped in there for a second.
On a high hard one.
What's that?
Oh, I thought it was Brooke there for a second. With the
I know. It's like, up until this broadcast, I could have my daughter be able to watch most, the whole thing and not have an issue. But not anymore. Not in this one. Dave escalated that one in a hurry. All right. So here we go. We got 2 outs.
Now our chances of monetizing this is going down the drain.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure I read one of Stanley Evanson's post about monetizing. This was not on his list to use cuss words.
Yep. Is he there still? Is he back? No.
No, he hasn't jumped back in yet.
I don't know what's going to happen if. Whatever. We'll see what happens.
All right, last thing.
All right, here we go. Oh, here we go. Lando Padeur.
Mm-hmm.
Dave, you there? Lando Potter, can you hear me? Oh, okay.
Let's see. Where's the volume?
There you are, Dave. Oh, we got 2 outs, 7-4. San Diego. Chief Myers, the last chance here to keep it going. And bounces it to the pitcher, and he's hustling. He's safe, so he beats it out. Brings up Larry Doyle, who's 1 for 3.
Okay, you guys can hear me now?
Yes, we can.
cool?
Yep.
Awesome. Thank
And
you.
that's game.
So the
Padres.
Padres. So they
They
break
win.
the string of Cinderella's losing.
So Merkel with a home run in a losing effort. Flannery with a big home run. Dean Richards hit a home run. Terry Kennedy hit a home run. Wow.
The MVP of the bracket for the Padres.
That's right. So we got a 1-0 lead for the Padres. Let me just save this.
I'm
Now that-
reading the chat here too. I'll keep up with the chat. Vinny's here, Dwayne's here,
Yep.
and Dwayne agrees with me about the Padres because they're awful, and
Yep.
that's true. We got Gary coming in. Hello, Gary.
Oh, Gary's here. Hey, what's up, buddy? About to have you on here too, and have at some point, maybe a little earlier. I know it's probably close to your bedtime, but we can get you on. Maybe we'll get an early broadcast, maybe Thursday or some other time this week.
Yeah, we can try to do it earlier.
Love to have you on. You're kind of like a rising star now after being on the Digital to Dice wrap-up show.
Uh-huh.
Looking all sweet with your bowling shirt. I mean, your softball shirt. So I was giving Gary some crap. I'm
We
like,
can
"What
be
was
a
that shirt you're
springboard
wearing?"
for him to on his way to his own podcast.
That's right. There you go. We'll have another one.
Uh-huh.
Jump in the pool, Gary. The water's fine, baby. All right. Well, here we go. Now we got the next game, the 2000
this is the-
Orioles, and we have another media.
Yeah, this is the 18.
Bashing Birds.
Or they 1,888 seeded team, and they made it to the finals. So
Hello there, everybody.
Oh.
This
a little
is
more
Vinny,
volume.
and welcome to another big, beautiful baseball bash highlight special. Today we turn our eyes to bracket number 4, where the 2000 Baltimore Orioles have made quite a rumble in this cross-era showdown. The 2000 Orioles had already carved quite a trail through bracket 4. They opened with the 1987 Tigers, taking the series in 3, thanks to a clutch Conine homer and a shutdown finish from the Oriole bullpen. Next came the 83 Pirates, another 3-game fight. Trailing late in the decider, Albert Bell stepped up with a 9th-inning blast, and Baltimore pulled it out in 11. Round 3 brought a bird-on-bird
It's a
showdown
big opposite field
with the
shot.
1973 Orioles. The clubs split the first 2, but the 2000 squad took the finale behind Sidney Ponson's brilliant shutout and a 4-for-4 day from Cal Ripken Jr. Then it was a sweep of the 1995 Mets. The hot Orioles bat simply proving too much for New York. That set up a thriller with the 1914 Cubs. Chicago took game 1 behind Hippo Vaughn. Baltimore answered with a Mike Mussina gem in game 2. And in the decider, it was homers from Brady Anderson and Brooks Fordyce. Plus
Brooks
a
Fordyce.
complete game by young Ponson that sent the Birds into the championship. And now it all leads us here.
Love the
bracket
music in the background.
championship against the 2001 Cleveland Indians. Game 1 of the bracket championship brought us a battle of next-year neighbors. The 2000 Orioles taking on the 2001 Cleveland Indians. Tied at 3-3, the longtime veteran, the Iron Man himself, Cal Ripken Jr., stepped up. And that one is going, gone. A solo homer off Bartolo Colon to put Baltimore in front. And that swing made all the difference. The Orioles finish it off for a 5-3 win. And Mike Mussina collects his 5th victory of the bash. How about that? In game 2, the heroics
Wow, this is a
belong to the
really big
2001
breakdown. I didn't
Indians,
notice it was this
trailing
one.
3-1 in the
Oh,
6th.
so that's
We don't have
Stepped
this is
in,
needed
came
because
up
of it's
big,
such an
a
upset.
long
It's
drive
just a
to
great
left,
story. We don't have one of these for every
gone.
team though.
A 3-run homer
Oh, it would
put
be cool.
Cleveland on top, 6-3, and the reservation was rocking. From there, the Tribe held firm, closing out the
Well, when
sixth
you get Mount Allen, you don't
championship
get that.
series at a game apiece. This is it, folks, the deciding Game 3, and what a wild one it was. In the sixth,
This week in baseball.
and launched his 7th homer of the bracket,
Wow.
giving the Indians the early lead. But hold on, because in the 6th, the Orioles absolutely erupted. 7 runs in the inning, capped by Albert Bell's towering 3-run
Bad boy
homer
Bell.
to blow it open, 10-3. Cleveland wasn't done, though the Tribe battled back with 4 runs in the 8th to make it 10-7. But Baltimore shut the door, finishing off the upset
That
and
Buddy
winning the
Groom.
bracket championship, punching their ticket to the final 32. And bracket 4 of the bash belongs to Baltimore. Now back to Mike and Jamie.
Thank you.
Yeah,
That was
thanks, bro.
great. That was
And
great.
now a word
Oh,
from baseball.
that's not happening. Not yet. All right, so that was a nice little segue into this Baltimore 2000 Orioles, which is an amazing story, as we
And
mentioned.
they're
there.
playing the #1 team in the entire tournament.
That's it. This is the #1 ranked team, the best regular season record in Major League history. So,
Mhm.
And they
from this-
lost the World Series.
Yep. So we got Mordecai Three Finger Brown against Mike Mussina. And here we go. At West Side Grounds. Oh, we got a night game in West Side Grounds. All right, interesting.
That can only happen in the bash.
Well, one thing I suggested to OTP was that maybe possibly have an option for a park in the park editor to just make it only day games only, no matter what the starting time says, that would be good in this kind of case. But
Because that's Wrigley all the way up to
88.
basically.
Yeah. So the Orioles start off with 2 quick outs. Albert Bell. If you haven't got psyched up to see him after that, watching that video, I don't know what to tell you. Guy hits 2 monster blasts in that was awesome highlight.
Joey.
All right, Jimmy Sheckard facing Mike Mussina. Now let me let me find these stats. The stats for Sheckard was 359 with 23 hits. Mussina was 5-1 with a 2.4 ERA in the bracket. The Moose is 1 down. Harry Steinfeld. Now this is a good game.
This
I
is
think-
one of those examples that we talk about where the favorite's not always the favorite when you have both aces going at each other.
True. I mean, Mike Mussina, I was going to say I give him almost an even chance of winning of a pitch, out dueling Mordecai Brown
Now,
here.
get to game 2 and 3, that could change. But
Yeah.
but you get your ace win one for you, and then you just got to get lucky in another one, and anything can happen.
Yep. 4 dice. He hit 288. And there's another 1, 2, 3, and this could be a nice pitcher's duel here.
Off to a good
And
start.
we got Frank Schulte, the only 2-time MVP of the final series.
That's right. We're going to see him in the next series again. This
Yep.
his doppelganger that also was the MVP.
Yep. Didn't we already see him the first time? Oh, there's a deep shot
Johnny
right
Kling.
down the field. Johnny Kling gone. See you later.
That's way back. And goodbye, home run. How about that?
I was reading a book about this team, this Cubs dynasty, and they said that Kling was the most important. Kind of like the way Yogi Berra was.
The
for
blue guy
Yankees.
kept the team together.
Yeah, they kind of made a point too how so many of the great dynasties always had a really good catcher.
Yeah.
Right.
Oh, yeah. Well, yeah, I think that's important, right? You have to handle the pitching staff and everything. And,
Yeah.
I would
Ooh.
argue it's Harry Seinfeld. Kept the locker room in stitches. Why am I at third base?
So,
I don't
Dave,
wanna
what do you?
play third base.
So, Dave, what was your thoughts when you heard my idea to do this tournament? Were you just like, this guy's nuts? Well, what was your thought? Did you think I was going to
You know
be
what?
able to do it?
In all seriousness, with your attention to detail, just from knowing you from the middle of the 86 replay on, and then
Yeah, I
finding
was gonna
out
say
you
the
did all
same
the
thing.
ballparks and all the uniforms. I knew you'd do this because it was your attention to detail. Once you started coming up with ideas, and then you obviously you did have some help kind of fitting all the pieces together, and I knew it was going to happen.
Yeah, once you seeded 2,676 teams, there was no going back.
No, I know.
What I was surprised though is, I mean, I would have been interested in it, but I didn't expect to want to follow it day after day after day,
Yeah.
because I'm not really one that I don't play a lot of like cross-era stuff, and I don't do tournaments very often. So it wasn't anything that I normally do, but it definitely caught my attention once it got going.
And same here. I mean, I don't really play Crosshair stuff ever, and I'm since
I mean, I
just
like to
started-
watch it.
Yeah. No,
but I
yeah,
don't-
it's good to see some games, but I never really had interest in doing any just tournaments of like World Series winners or whatever Crosshair stuff that a lot of people do, and it's fun to watch. But to me, I just didn't really feel like didn't really scratch the itch for me. But this project did, because this is huge. And it's kind of like in the Big Lebowski. But the only thing is, I think about like, what am I going to do next? How is anything going to be able to? This is such the ultimate baseball
You
project.
can just retire from the hobby after this.
It's like they say in Big Lebowski, how can you keep her down on the farm once she's seen cow fungus? It's like it's kind of the same thing. Like, this is a big project, and doing anything else is going to seem much smaller in comparison. Although the full season replays take just as long.
Yeah,
that I do,
knowing you'll come up with something that.
Oh, I know. Well, and you already know I've already been looking in. I've already looked into doing possibly other sports and like what other sims we could use to do it. But there's really nothing this is. Even though this had a lot of work to do to get this working and to get the way I wanted it to work, the OOTP is easily bar none the easiest application to be able to do this tournament, I think.
Yeah, just the way
I
the
wanted
game
to
is set up. Yeah, and the fact that you have all the teams right there, contained inside the game.
Yeah, I can't be like MV and just buy the whole every season ever made for a game in one shot. You know what I mean? I just don't have that money. So, but
because the other games playing wise would have been fine. The only thing I would think we've talked about before, this extra bonus with Out of the Park, is if you're going to be playing all these games, it's fun to see all the different uniforms over time and all the different cards, because we've seen literally thousands and thousands of games.
Yep. Oh, line drive. Oh, he's out. All right, 2-0. We got fifth inning. It's a good pitching game. One hitter from Mordecai Brown so far, and he's up at bat right now. 1 for 1, by the way.
Yep. And
And
stay
since
pitchers
Wayne is here,
can swing
I
the bat.
think we need to say it.
What's that?
We don't need no stinking DH.
Yep, I've said that. I said it the last broadcast. I was waiting to say it. I'm like, we don't need no stinking DH. That's forever going to be a Dwayneism. And there's a shot to the gap. Oh boy, that could be trouble. That could be extra, triple, possibly. Let's see. He's going for 3, and that's all he's going to get. Triple. I almost pulled the Beatles and
That's some copyright infringement there.
Yeah, it is.
Well, it's
I gotta
done out
remember.
of flattery, imitation is the.
Well, that's the
greatest
thing.
art.
I mean, Jamie and I mostly played this on Discord. Like, most of the time it's just the two of us. And, of course, when we're playing, I'm going to imitate a lot of the guys I see, like doing it, like Dave Gardner striking at, that kind of thing. Just it's natural. The amount of games we play, I'm gonna break those things out every once in a while. But I guess
It's kind of fun too. Funny that we pick up. It's like real broadcasters, their sayings, and you're repeating ones from Dave Gardner or from Dwayne or whoever, like or Beatles.
Yep. Yeah, and I hope. I mean, I'm not saying we're not going to probably be able to get Dave Gardner on here, but I'm hoping we can get some other some guys on here, maybe to broadcast a game or so, or help.
You already got the better Dave on here, so
Yeah.
Oh yeah. No, of course.
Yeah, that would be a step down after Dave Landon.
Oh,
we can't
there
really
we
get
go.
anybody.
Oh, and there's a single because he
Wow,
likes
the
the
Orioles are
single.
waking up.
Yeah. Dave did mention that at the convention. He
Albert
did
Bell,
say
could
that.
he
He made a joke. Albert
run
Bell.
here? Could change this game completely.
Oh, wild pitch.
Oh.
Orioles are on the board.
If he only had 4 fingers. Damn.
And he flies out. All right. Bottom of the 6th. Frank Schulte.
Yeah, but we would love to have whoever would come on.
Yeah.
It's kind
This
of
is
like
This is like an open
celebration of the hobby. It's like,
Exactly.
This is
I think the longer this goes, the more open format it's going to be, and like having Dave on here swearing, and
I
Well,
only did that for shock effect.
no, I know. You're hoping that we can get the Howard Stern audience in here.
Chase the,
You know what? It's Bash After Dark.
Yeah, that's right. Like I was saying on the box scores thing that with the replay gamer. Replay gamer is like, to me, he's like the guy I put on, I put on his broadcast when I'm laying in bed getting ready to go to sleep. Man, that guy's voice is so smooth. It's like ridiculous.
This is that's why I compared him to he's the Mr. Rogers of the hobby.
But there's this guy in Boston. I don't even know. There's a channel that's called a radio station, Magic 107 or 104.7, and at nighttime it would have a thing called Bedtime Magic, and it was all like soft music, like Kenny G and stuff, and the guy's voice, his name was David Allen Boucher. I brought this up. He's like, "This is David Allen Boucher, but this is Bedtime Magic." It's like the softest voice ever. Like and I swear to God, that's what he reminds me of. He's not that soft, but he's just got that soothing voice. It's funny. Anyway, I'd love to get.
They might know of I think it's called Sleep Baseball. It's like a mock baseball broadcast, but the production is really good. It's all like made up teams and names, but they're all kind of funny. But they're done with like in a voice like that, a very calm, soft voice.
That's funny.
You look kind of like Yoko.
They're gonna get a run in here. Oh no, they're not. Nope. All right, Steinfeld trying to get some extra runs here.
Base it here.
Line drive. Oh, all right. The Orioles are keeping it close. Melvin Moore, Cal Ripken Jr. batting 8th. Musina.
I think they looked at the numbers. He doesn't match up against Brown.
It's a little disrespecting for Cal Ripken Jr. to be batting. He has, especially given his numbers from the tournament, but I guess it's, you don't ruin a good thing. But, maybe it doesn't, he's still going to ground to double plays no matter what. And here's Musina still in the game, still leaving him in there.
They looked at the splits. He doesn't hit 3-finger pitchers as well.
And Frank Chance runs up the middle.
The peerless leader, Frank Chance, their manager. 2-time Bash winner.
Line drive.
And
Albert
season
Bell.
3 World Series champion. Just FYI.
And a stolen base. Kling had a home run before. And he's going to have a base hit that could drive another run in.
I think
no, they don't.
I thought he'd go. I thought Chance would take the chance.
Yep. Here's Johnny Evers. 0 for 3. Oh, there's a line drive. Oh, it gets by.
Oh, that's the nice
Get to the wall. Let's go.
That was very risky.
Double 3-1. Yeah, no kidding.
I was about to say that Evers was known to be as one of the meanest guys in baseball.
And Tinker slow grounded it. Oh, the pitcher, he makes the play, and everybody else has to hold. So his Jimmy Slagle. And line drive, and he's there, makes the catch. All right, top of the 9th. Orville overall, he had to close it out.
He was tough for them.
Yeah, he was.
One thing we mentioned in the previous show, but we can mention again that the Cubs in their bracket, they were forced to play Game 3 every series until they got to the championship.
That's true.
So they're definitely battle tested.
Oh, here we go. 2 on, nobody out. And Albert Bell up. Ooh, line drive, hits it hard. And they got no, he doesn't go anywhere. Okay. Doesn't really mean anything. So
here
Jeff
comes
Conine,
the guy that probably people may not remember, but had one of the better brackets.
Chris Richard he batted in his bracket 581 with 18 hits, 3 home runs.
Now, granted, he was only facing
that was bracket 4.
playing against righties, but he still had over 30 at bats in the bracket, so it's
Yep.
quite the performance.
So we got overall batting, pitching against him, a righty. So let's see what he does. Does he pinch hit? No, he's 0 for 3 this game. Oh, big hit for Chris
Wow.
Richard into the gap.
You gotta be.
Oh, it's a ground rule double.
Ground double.
That actually helps the White Sox.
Maybe the Cubs.
That's
Jesus,
what
the Cubs.
Thank you.
Sorry, it's now 3-2. It could have easily been 3-3 if that was rolling
It
around.
seemed like the White Sox when they get him.
Yeah. All right. So now we got Brooke Fordyce.
Rick Fordyce spaceship
Speaking of
goes
White
ahead after all this. Oh,
Round
right out.
third, they have to hold up, and it's 2 outs and Brady Anderson. This is getting exciting. 4 hits only for the Orioles. 2 runs. All right, here we go. Oh, they're gonna walk him. Okay. They want to face Melvin Moore, the righty.
The only one more nervous than Chance right now is.
Oh, line drive.
Wow, and
No.
here comes the
Oh,
Orioles.
The
no.
Orioles.
Oh,
3
the
runs and a
humanity.
score.
Wow.
5
Overall,
to
gets them
3.
4
The
runs.
humanity.
And
Oh,
another hit.
jeez.
Cal Ripken gets up the middle. Oh my goodness. 6 to
Orioles
3.
magic, feel it happen.
And finally, this inning is over and it ends disastrously for the
The Passion
Cubbies.
Birds strike again.
And here we go. Doc Gessler up at bat.
And Kohlmeyer, one of the great closers of this day.
Ryan Kohlmeyer. Wow, that's just
And the pitch is a strike, and that's it.
Harry Steinfeld. Yeah, I don't know. These Cubbies. And that's game. The Orioles take game
Orioles. They waited till the 9th.
1. 5-run
inning.
9th.
Unbelievable.
Oh my God. That's a
That's-
huge play.
Padres.
They
and the
walk
Orioles.
Brady Anderson to face Moore, and he makes them pay.
Yeah, I think they regret taking Brown out there.
Yes, sir.
You gotta let your big dogs eat. I'm sorry.
All right. In the
Well,
final
whatever.
game
Thank
of
you,
the
Pat.
first day, this is the last. This is the 16th game.
Browns
of
gets
the-
another
of the
chance
final
here.
32.
This is our
We have
best
Mordecai
pitching
Brown, the 1910
Smokey Joe
Cubs
Wood.
against the 1913 Red Sox. So here we go back again at West Side Grounds. It's going to look exactly like we just did. It's almost the exact same team for the.
Mhm.
I think Solly Hoffman might be the only guy that was different. We got Smokey Joe Wood versus Mordecai Brown. Should be a good pitching matchup.
Yeah, I think Slagle is the only one not.
And here we are back again at the Chicago West Side Grounds.
Double header here. They're hoping the game 2 they'll do a little bit better.
And these 13 Red Sox were a bit of a surprise. Larry Gardner just grounds
Yeah.
out. Tris Speaker is one of the bright spots in the team.
This Red Sox team though is much better than their record because they lost Smokey Joe Wood a lot of time to injuries, so that was
Yep.
a big hurt to their historical season.
All right, Frank Chance.
Speaking of Wood, here he goes.
Yep, there he is.
And there it goes. Oh, he's got it.
He struck him out.
We got to talk
So
about
some-
these uniforms, Mike, because
He
I
struck
know
him
for a fact the 1910 Cubs were not an Adidas team. They were a Nike team.
Now Adidas,
Yeah.
we
Uniform
have a deal with
that
Adidas
were
for the
trash.
bash. All teams have to wear. We also enforce safety rules. So you have to wear a batting helmet.
Yeah, and you also have all that hockey helmet catcher.
Yeah,
equipment
no,
and
yeah,
stuff,
no
too.
old-fashioned catcher gear.
Yeah, hey, thanks for noticing, Dave. Yeah.
But yeah, that was a good catch. That
There's a base hit. You got Frank Schulte, Solly Hoffman.
He was
Ooh.
really late on that. Kind of double
One out.
clutched on the swing.
And Schulte steals second.
he comes alive in the big ones.
And there's the first run of the game. See if the 1910 Cubs can avenge the 1906
Yeah.
Cubs.
I was gonna say their 06 version looked good for about 8 innings.
Yep.
Unfortunately, Jamie, they have to play 9.
Here's Smokey Joe Wood, who actually is a pretty good hitter, right? So
Yeah, he ended up.
I didn't think
converting
Evan
to
Bunt's
a-
in here.
Good bunt. Yeah, he became an outfielder at the end of his career.
Larry Gardner flies it to left field. I mean, to center field. Sorry, I don't even know my left and right and center.
Hey, folks. I hit a fly ball.
And here's Tris Speaker. And, ooh, okay, that's going to hang up there to the third out. We go to the bottom of the third. Here's Three-Finger Brown again. Ooh, they walk him. Oh, that's going to be trouble.
That's a
good.
gapper.
That's to the wall.
Let's give him another run.
Oh, no, it doesn't even.
Oh,
Okay.
it's Brown. He's probably not the speediest.
Swing.
Although he did have all his
And-
toes. So.
Wow.
Uh-oh. Oh, there's an error. Bad throw.
Oh,
Runs
yeah.
scores.
He had to rush that throw.
Larry Gardner. And a stolen
Yeah, oh.
base. Joe Tinker.
Ball took a wicked hop
Ooh,
on him.
fly ball to short right field. Oh, and they're not going to test the arm. So
Yeah,
it's
Hoopa.
Solly.
Hoopa's got the
Oh, struck him out.
Applause in
All right,
for
so they only get one
struck him
run, so
out.
that's not too bad. They could have got a lot worse than that.
Let's see what they can get anything going against Brown here.
Harry Hoopa. Hoopa drives the boat, Chief. All right. Well, still no luck for the Mordecai Brown's pitching pretty well, except for
He's-
oval overall kind of
Yeah, it's
screwed
like
the
they
pooch for him.
keep Orville on the bench this game.
Yeah, I know.
Chance.
Better luck with Orville Redenbacher out there.
Hey, he's Smokey Joe.
Smokey Joe was.
Line drive. Oh, okay. So we going on to the fifth inning. We go. Steve Yerkes.
Mhm.
I think I watched Bernie playing a team. I don't know if it was the 12 Red Sox they just played or the 14, but they had a lot of the same guys.
Yeah,
Bill
it's-
Kerrigan and I think Bill
And
Kerrigan
that's
did
a
really well
strike,
for
and
him.
that's it.
So here we go. Smokey Joe. Got a pitcher's duel here. Oh, hit batter. Okay. Frank Chance gets on first base.
Yeah, and Chance was
And he's going for a steal. He's like, oh,
Oh,
still hit by. I'm gonna steal after you hit my
he
pitch.
tripped over his
Exactly.
laces. Yeah.
Oh, that was a
Never
high
seen
and
it.
tight
That
ball.
almost hit him.
Smoky Joe's
Pitching
Yeah.
inside.
All right.
He wants all the smoke.
All right. Larry Gardner.
Hit it.
and they called him Smoky Joe because he ran on good American call,
Clean coal.
but good clean American call.
All right. Clyde Engel. Oh, that's going to be a trouble. He's going to
Yeah,
have
that's
to
a
eat it.
tough hop. Yeah, take that extra hop.
Tris Speaker, first and third, nobody out. And that's going to be a tough one, too. And
Uh,
he gets
they
him at
got him
second
at
base.
second.
Fielder's choice, and the run doesn't score. So,
still have a good chance to get somebody in here.
they're going to come home with it, and they get him at home.
Wow.
Wow, they're preventing the run at home. They're like not messing around this time.
Tough infield here.
Oh, wow. The Red Sox can't get it out of the infield with nobody out, and they can't score. So here we go. Smokey Joe has to do
Brown
it
went
again.
with the Adam balls. Get him some kind of an inning.
Line drive right at the left fielder, and Duffy Lewis has it. I don't know. I assume that's why they called it Duffy's Cliff.
Yep. This is in left field.
And he drops it in front of Duffy Lewis for a base hit. That was Johnny Evers. Here's Johnny Kling. And these Cubs are running on the Red Sox. I'll tell you that. At least they're doing that. And it grounded to short. Played over to first for the third out of the inning. So we go to the seventh inning.
Chris Wagner
Red
being
Sox ain't
German,
getting it
his name
going.
had to be Heine.
Yeah.
Heine Wagner. He's cousin from Sprockets.
Got him on a call strike at the knee.
Both of these guys are dealing 6 total hits through 7 innings.
They're giving a dead ball demonstration here for sure.
Yep. Number in front of the plate, and he gets him. That's Bill Kerrigan. And a walk.
Chance just seems like he's on base every inning.
Another stolen base. Uh-oh. That could be lead to a run up the middle.
He's coming.
And throws off line. 3-0. And line drive to center, but now it's 3-0. The Red Sox got to get moving. Olaf Henriksen coming in for Smokey Joe.
The Red Sox are waiting for the 9th inning. That's how you get the Cubs.
Yeah. And there's one out. Larry Gardner again.
Yeah, the Orioles in that game, they were like that puncher, at the desperate in the final round, just threw the haymaker.
All right. Bottom of the 8th. Oh, Frank Schulte. Deep, far, and gone.
And welcome to the game.
Yeah, who is that? Fred Anderson. Mr. Anderson.
Mr. Anderson.
Oh, that's the wrong replay. I saw that one second. Let's go see the super stats. Super stats.
Gotta have the yellow line.
Bang.
Nope, coming out swinging.
It's going to be a tough play. Safe.
Oh, yeah.
A swing and a foul tip into the mitt. He gets the strikeout.
Oh, another base hit, mate. Yep.
Little thinker.
And bases are loaded for Ginger Beaumont pinch hitting.
Oh, they're going to go with the...
And they walk him. It's a fly ball to deep right. That couldn't score another run. So they're definitely putting some insurance on the board here. 6-0.
I guess they're going to try to save Brown's arm.
And another infield single. Wow, they've had like 3 or 4 this game, I think. Oh, they're just laying it on now. They're like, overall's coming in the game. We got to.
Yeah, we better get about 5 or 6 extra runs.
8-0 Cubbies. And here's Big Jeff Pfeffer. Big Jeff Pfeffer.
Big Jeff.
And so I don't know if I've ever seen this guy, Big Jeff. I don't remember them being named Big Jeff, but okay.
He was a good pitcher in his day.
Hey, look at this. Bases loaded.
Oh, here comes the 9th inning.
They only need 2 grand slams to tie it. Jake Stahl. No, that's not going to do it. And Bill Kerrigan. That's it. Out looking.
Struck him out.
Not messing around this time.
No.
Yep. Here we go. That's 11 hits, 8 runs. 3 hits only for the Red Sox. So the masterful pitching performances by Mordecai Brown in both instances.
Yeah, back to back. They're even the best back to back pitching by It didn't happen too often, but the same guy pitching twice to put in the games like that.
So that brings us to the end of the first day of games. It only took us 3 broadcasts to do this so far. But obviously the first round is going to take the longest. And
as each round goes, it's
each round goes, it's going to get faster and faster, and you never know. But before you know, it's going to be over. Yeah. So, okay. Well, actually, right now, before we get to the second day of games,
we got to sell.
Some bash balls. We got to do some word from our sponsor. So just 1 second.
It's Reggie Jackson of the Bash, swinging for the fences with Bash Ball cereal.
Reggie, let us address the matter plainly. Why Bash Balls?
Howard, because Bash Balls knows what it's doing. It comes to the table with power, it's got crunch, it's got taste, and it makes breakfast feel like October.
Confident swagger, dare I say it. with a sense of occasion.
Now you're getting it. Thanks, Howard.
I was speaking of the cereal.
Well, Howard, the way that Bash Balls help start my day in the Bash, they are going to start calling me Mr. Breakfast.
Mr. Breakfast? Well, now, Reggie, that is at once preposterous, grandiose, and somehow entirely consistent with everything the American public has come to expect from you. Bash Balls, the official cereal of the big, beautiful baseball bash. A most unapologetic breakfast.
That is great.
He is
All
the
right.
straw that stirs the cereal.
Yes, sir. All right.
Mr. Breakfast.
Mr. Breakfast.
So here we go. So now, all right. So this is we're gonna continue on here. We're gonna get into potential elimination games.
Yeah, we're in the elimination phase.
So we go to Toronto, the first game. We got the 27 Pirates playing at the 9-3 Blue Jays, and the Pirates lead. So if the Pirates win, then the Blue Jays are out.
This is I don't know.
So I am
John
going to
Bergeron from Below Replacement Level, if he's watching or tunes in, this is a big one.
Is he a Blue Jays fan?
Yeah.
With a name like Bergeron, he's got to be, right?
Yeah, that was the team he was looking forward to rooting for.
So
Before we start, I want to thank you guys for having me on again, and it's becoming my witching hour. So
yes,
I am going to step off the mic, but I'm still going to watch the rest of the evening from the comfort of my own home.
So you're going to hang up and listen to the show?
I'm going to hang up and listen for my answer. Thank you very much.
All right, Dave. Hey, Dave, thanks a lot for joining. It was a pleasure having you.
Yeah, it was definitely.
This is
you
fun.
get the full Discord vibe that we would have by Dave coming in.
Yes. So I really appreciate you coming on. Thanks a lot for taking the
No
time.
problem. I'll come back whenever you invite me.
All right. Have a good night.
Thanks, guys.
All right. All right. So that was nice of Dave. So this is the bracket here. I'm just gonna have this, and I'll update it real time. Once, if for instance the Pirates beat the Blue Jays, I'll just move them along to the thing, and we'll just move on. But before we do that, obviously the Blue Jays have something to say. They got Juan Guzman going up against Carmen Hill, and we're gonna get to that game right now. Yeah. So we're gonna be at the Sky Dome, as it was called at the time.
Let's see if we get our first elimination or not.
Yeah, let's see.
This Pirates team is, like I said before, they're sneaky good. I mean, obviously they were World Series team, but in the context of the past, they weren't one of the teams that you would think of right away.
Oh boy, that's a deep shot to center field right off the bat. It's gone.
Wow.
Kai Kyler. Goodbye.
That one.
Solo home run to give the Pirates an early 1-0 lead, and Beatles Eternally is smiling at that one somewhere.
And Jeff Ray.
Yep.
Another big Pirates fan.
So it's not. Oh my God! There's an error. Bad throw. Oh, E1. Little Poison. That was Little Poison. There you go. And a walk. This is not a good start. Joe Harris. Line drive, and he's got to get that one. So there's one out.
The Poison, remember, we were curious how they got that nickname. And people out here that they might already know, but we didn't. And it turned out it had something to do with the Brooklyn pronunciation of person, but sounded like poison. And somehow that morphed into their nickname. Big Poison and Little Poison.
Yep, that's pretty funny actually. I had no idea until we
I didn't. I'd always heard that. I just thought, I'm sure it meant both ways. I just thought like, oh, they were like, deadly or something.
Yep. And Ricky Henderson gets on base.
Something he was definitely known to do. Oh. Blue Jays are.
And they're going to tie the game. And flies out to right. All right. All right. Pittsburgh Pirates. Glenn Wright takes the Takes the gets up to bat. Sorry. Oh my God! Another error. The Blue Jays are just throwing the ball around, and that's a 2-base error on this one. My goodness. And they cut him down at third.
Wow.
Steal. He's getting a little greedy.
Nice catch out there with the bottom line.
Yep.
Hey, struck him out looking on an outside corner curveball.
All right.
These big games, that first inning is always the toughest.
Yeah, exactly. We got a 1-1 game now. And struck out of Borders
on a high hard one.
Going into the third, still 1-1. Oh, that gets by. It looks like that's going to be a single, not an error. So.
Little poison, not big poison.
And another hit.
Double poison.
Yeah, that could be two.
That's going to be a tough one, yeah. It was hit a little too slow to probably return 2 on that.
Grantham pops it up to the infield. That's helpful for the Blue Jays. Here's Pie Trainer. 2 for 5 in the series.
And that's
going to go. Oh, he can't do it. His infield single run scores. And it forced out at third, ends the inning. So now the Blue Jays find themselves down 2-1 again, and here comes Juan Guzman up at bat. And look at that, right up the middle. Juan Guzman's like, enough of this, enough of these errors. I'm tired of this. We got to get some runs.
Myself.
And Alomar flies out. Here's Ricky Henderson, that was his first hit of the series. And he drops another one in the center. So he's 2 for 2. And we got a runner at third. Guzman, he does. He makes it at third.
Wow.
Speedy Guzman.
See if they send Ricky or not.
Olerud ties the game again.
Wow.
And there's Ricky going, it gets by the left fielder.
Wow. Really slappy fielding all the way around today.
3 errors in the game combined. Joe Carter,
the man of the hour.
That's going to get a run home. Grounded to second to the right side. 3-2 Blue Jays. And a wild pitch. Oh, my God. It is ugly, ladies and gentlemen.
Other than Alan Trammell, Fernandez one of the better shortstops in the American League that time.
Yep. All right, we got one that goes all the way to the wall. That's going to score another run. 5-2 Blue Jays. They're taking control.
That was like in a blink of an eye. All of a sudden, it's
I know.
Yeah.
Here's Johnny Gooch. And a walk. That's one thing you can't do. Just get leadoff walks. And there's a sacrifice bunt down 3 runs. Oh, he beats it out.
Wow,
that works out.
Like they said, the third or maybe more infield hit. They've had
another bunt. Wow. Oh my God. And then another error. Oh my God. 2 errors on the pitcher. My God, that's gross. Do they know how to field in Canada? Oh my God. All right, 5-3 game, 1 out. Paul Wainer.
Saw that pressure they're putting on their field is every ball's in play.
And another run's going to score. Another ground ball to the right side. 5-4. Let's see if Joe Harrison tie it up. And he walks. George Grantham. And he ties it up with the base hit. Wow, this is a wild game. And the throw to third, he's safe. Takes second base on the trailing runner. And Pie Trainer flies out to center. That's going to do it. We got a 5-5 game after 3.5.
Maybe 1 or 2 of them are earned for the Pirates.
He was really late on that. Kind of double clutched on the swing.
Alomar. Probably the best.
Drives the base hit.
I wasn't old enough to see Jim Morgan in his prime, so probably that was Alomar's the best of
my
era of watching this.
I would say the best overall second including defense and offense.
Yeah, especially, I mean, he was a great offensive
here we
player,
go.
but his defense was even better.
And there's Ricky Anderson, 3 for 3. He's taking control. And Olerud flies out to the left. So we got a 6-5 game after 4. Well, world's worst game is here. Hey, Sean.
Yeah, we'll have to get a box of bash balls. They're
I
delicious.
know. I'm thinking, yeah, we might need to get some swag, swag made at some point. I wish we had some. I wish we had the forethought to do that. We could have had giveaways and stuff.
Well, the good thing is, as long as it'll take to get through this, we could probably still do that down the road.
I don't know. I feel like, yeah. Oh, someone's caught at second base, trailing runner. So 6-5 Toronto. Emil Edie is pitching now, and here's Joe Carter. That was a rally killer right there.
If anybody knows anything about Emil Edie, go ahead and type it in the chat.
I'm sure Sean knows something about him. I think he would have got traded for Mike Boddicker. And that's a ground ball. All right, so the Blue Jays go quietly in the 5th. Sky Dumb, otherwise known as Roberts. This is where the 1993 Blue Jays played, Sean.
Mm-hmm. It's where all the Blue Jays have played since they built it.
There's a base hit. Pirates are back on the prowl here. 2 wieners.
They've been really
another bunt. Wow. Oh my God! Another error.
What is that? Error number 4 for the Blue Jays.
My God.
They're lucky they even have a lead.
Not anymore. It's a tie game now. It's almost like they just want to be eliminated.
Oh, look at that catch by Devon White. Diving and tumbling. That definitely kept them in the game for sure.
Looks like a little embellishment there.
He was going for the style points.
All right, that does it.
But that was a huge play to keep them in this game.
Yep. That could be 2. Oh, no, they only can play the first here, and Alomar lines out to short, and can they get him at second? And they do. They double him off. All right, so we go to the top of the 7th. Yeah,
got a new pitcher, Danny Cox, that's coming in for the Blue Jays.
He struck him out.
Yeah, that's a good start for him. Hal Ryan, bat, singles up the middle.
That's base hit number 10 for the Pirates.
And Kyler with a hit up the middle.
Led off with a home run for people who just joined us.
There we go. These guys are.
Yeah, it's been poison and poison.
There's a ground ball. The catcher is. Oh, he's wow. Infield.
I think every hit Little Poison's gotten has been an infield single.
Oh, infield is in. They get the play to home.
Nice
and
play.
They don't get the double play, but they get the lead runner at home. And they get a grounder to short. And can they make this play? They do, and that's it. Wow, they get out of that inning.
That was little Houdini action there.
Here's Ricky, 3 for 3. And he pops out to third.
Hey, Jax, hey, nuts.
Oh,
Saw a video with Alex Rodriguez naming his all Alex Rodriguez team of players he played with or against. And he named John Olerud as his first baseman.
Strike 3, and we go to the 8th inning. Grantham. Joe Cronin's batting.
He had a big pinch hit for them in the first game.
Was it this team? It might have been a different team because it says he's 0 for 0.
Oh, okay. Maybe it was with.
Yeah.
Oh, it was on the Red. Maybe it was on the Red Sox. He was,
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
Yeah.
Joe Dawson. Who's Joe Dawson?
I want to say Credit might have been rookie that year with the Pirates, or within his first or second year.
That's going to be a tough play. It looks like another infield hit. Ron White.
Infield singles and errors.
A swing and a foul tip into the middle. He
Joe
gets the
Dawson,
strikeout.
second strikeout. Here's
Here
Paul
comes
Molitor.
Paul Molitor. Yeah, being the DH, he's relegated to pinch hitting duties.
And it's all right. So you got a duck out in the pond there. So let's see if he can do anything. And line drive to right field. Oh. All right. Tie game into the ninth. Johnny Gooch leading off. Lines out to second. Earl Smith. Rounds it to second. 2 out.
Swing and a
And
miss.
Dwayne Ward takes care of business. All right, now the Blue Jays can force a game 3 with a run in the bottom of the
Got
ninth.
the good bats with him coming up with Alomar and Henderson.
Alomar with a nice hit, but right at center fielder. Lloyd Wainer. Ricky Henderson, 3 for 4. And a shot to shortstop, and the play is made. He's out number 2, and here's John
Good
Olerud.
play by Credit.
3 for 4 today. 3 for 4 for Olerud. Oh, he's 4 for 5.
See, Alex Rodriguez, he knows his stuff.
Yeah. Joe Carter still has yet to hit in the series, so. And he still won't, I think. Yep. He's out. So we go to extras.
Play by Credit, came in as a pinch hitter and made
Yep.
2 good plays in the field.
Dwayne Ward gives up a base hit to Lloyd Wainer again. And his
Wainer.
Oh my God, Dwayne, that's a wild pitch.
Look how little Lloyd Wainer is.
I know. They walk him. That's Paul Wainer, that is. Line drive. Oh, they're gonna get
Oh, they got
double.
him. Yeah.
Double play.
He went on
Huge play.
contact.
Grantham flies out to center. Now we go again to the bottom of the 10th.
That's
Tony
twice the
Fernandez.
Blue Jays have
Yep.
gotten their bacon out of the fire with him.
He's a lead-off walk. That's never a good sign. Ed Sprague. That's going to be trouble. It gets by him. That could be game.
This could win it.
And then, they do not score. But second and third, let's see if
If
they
it
walk
would have been
White
Alan
here.
Trammell probably
They
would have
do.
made that turn.
Pat Porters has a chance to be the winner.
No outsy.
And there it is. The Blue Jays walk off in the 10th inning.
They make 4 errors in the field, but they're able to
Force
overcome
the
that.
game 3. Look at that.
That
That's
was one
amazing.
of the more wild games of the tournament. Those early stages. But
Oh, look at world's worst game. It's saying Hall of Fame with Tony Fernandez. Is he in the Hall of Fame?
he is not.
Yeah, he's not. 2 earned runs for Juan Guzman. That's
But
pretty bad.
Alan Trammell is in the Hall of Fame.
Yeah, Alan Trammell is definitely a much better shortstop. I don't think there's any comparison. All right, so that's the game. Oh, you know what I forgot to do was, all right, next game. I'll do that for the Pittsburgh in the next game. So what I have here is a road to the final 32. So we have Atlanta, and the next game is the 2022 Braves and the 1979 Pirates. So let me just bring this up if I can. If you can see that, right, Jamie?
Yep, it's on the screen.
So I put this together just before the show, just just some more information. So the Atlanta Braves were in the very last bracket that we did, and they won. And it just shows you what round and who they beat. So the first round was the 2008 Atlanta Braves, then they went on to the 61 Cardinals, 35 New York Giants, 2020 White Sox, the 2001 Dodgers, and then in the final they beat the 1986 Phillies. So this was their road to the final 32. And on the other side, the 79 Pirates, they were part of bracket 9. And they started out by beating the 2011 Colorado Rockies, the 1982 Dodgers, 58 Yankees, 68 Tigers, 59 Redlegs, and they in the finals they actually lost. They beat the 2012 San Diego Padres, which were vying for another surprise in the thing. So I just wanted to kind of show this for people that are interested. I'll be doing this for each game this round, just to talk about in case anybody was interested in how they got to where they are. So with that said, we have these beautiful Pirates uniforms here. Playing at Pittsburgh.
Our most
and
recent or current team in the finals, the 2022 Braves.
So the Pirates and we got another Pirates team. Sorry, that's two Pirates teams. So where are they? 79. So yeah, so this is it. This is the 79 Pirates, the 5th seed versus the 4th seed 2022 Braves. And I'm sorry. I can't even really recall who won the first game. Do you remember who won the first game? I don't know. I'm not sure.
Oh, the Braves, I believe, won the first one.
Yes, you're right. So the Braves won the first game. Okay. Sorry about that. Just had a little brain. All right. So here we are. We are at Cookie Cutter Three Rivers Stadium. John Candelaria.
We're at the Vet, Three Rivers, Riverfront.
Yeah.
RFK, Busch Stadium.
Yep. Any of those.
Mm-hmm.
Curveball is in for a strike. Struck him out.
Candyman. I had a teacher who later became a vice principal who got a hit off of John Candelaria when he was in high school. He used to tell us the story all the time.
Matt Olson flies out. All right, we go to Omar Moreno, Bill Madlock, and following him.
Cotton candy.
Line drive out. All right, so the first inning ends, no runs, and it's Swanson, Albies, and Adam Duvall. Candelaria was a good pitcher. I mean, I feel like he got hurt a lot. I mean, I don't know if
he did. Yeah.
At least in the 80s, in the Sims I've done, 86, I don't think he pitched a whole lot, but he did really well when he did pitch for the Angels. His numbers were phenomenal, but he only pitched like in 16, maybe 15 games or something like that. So, in an 87, I think he's not much. He didn't pitch too many games that year either. So, Willie Stargell,
he got traded a lot in the end of his career too.
Well, this Spencer Strider had a really good bash bracket, bracket 9. I'm sorry, bracket 32. He had a 4-1 record with a 3.16. I thought that was pretty good, at least for the.
He won some big games.
Yep. And we got one out. Ed Ott. He bunts, tries to get the guy over to second. He does. 2 outs now. Phil Garner, scrap iron. And look at that. Base hit. 2 outs.
Yeah.
And he's coming home, and the throw is not going to be in time. And it's 1-0 Pittsburgh. And Tim Foley with a base hit. 2 outs. Garner's heading to third. Foley's going up to second. Is he going to get caught? He's caught. Yep, he gets caught trying to take the extra base, and it's 1-0 Pittsburgh.
These teams are pressing, especially when they're down.
Yep.
Game.
Yep. They don't make the smartest decisions sometimes.
Swing and a miss.
All right, we got Candelaria's Omar Moreno leading off. Not leading off, but in the leadoff spot. Oh, there's a nice shot down the short.
That's a great play. But
tough play, but he couldn't. It's a single. It's not an error. He couldn't really hit a dive for that one. So And there's an easier play, and there's 6 and 4 and 3 double play. So we go to the 4th inning, still 1-0 Pittsburgh. Braves are trying to move on to the second round.
That would be our first team to clinch if they did.
The 8th round in this case.
A swing and a foul tip into the middle. He gets the strikeout.
Dave Parker. Ooh, flies out to first. Willie Stargell, 1 for 4 in the series with a home run.
Yeah, and the big home run that did put them ahead, but then they ended up giving them a lead later.
A home run.
Wow, Strider's dealing.
Struck him out.
Ozzie Albies. Oh, that's going to be tough. Oh, nice catch. Let's see that one again.
Got a late jump on it, but made up for it.
All right. Bottom of the 5th, still 1-0 Pittsburgh. Spencer Strider is doing pretty well, but every time I say that, you give up hits. Oh, and it gets by him too. Oh man, another error. Single and an error.
Here. Over here. Here, man.
Pittsburgh can try to get another one here.
I mean, I would love to see game 3s in every series. Those are just fun. You know, they're all, those.
Yeah,
are
especially
fun.
at this point. Yeah, it's just
it's just fun.
drama.
It's like the last winner take
Well,
all.
part of it too is because these teams have all. Yeah, they kind of all have grown on us because we've watched them all the way through. You don't want to say goodbye to any of them.
No, exactly. We talked about them. We did previews and
we've looked at their stats. And, especially the ones that won. They really, really remember.
Exactly. Oh, double play. 2 outs now for Ronald Acuna. And a walk. And a fielder's choice at second. All right, here we go again. Moreno to second base. Fly out to right. And Dave Parker. And he pops up. So we got not much of an offense going on so far this game, but that can change in a hurry as we've seen before.
We get a lot of 6-inning pitching duels that come apart in the 7th and 8th inning.
Exactly. Dansby. That could be extra bases.
He's going to cut that off.
And throws. Yeah, safe. Oh, Albies off the wall in center. That's going to score the tying run. Double, 2 back-to-back doubles. That is. And they walk him. That could ground it to third. They can only have play one out at first. And now we got second and third with 2 outs. And here's Spencer Strider, the pitcher. He's actually got a hit in his hand. He struck it up there. So we got a tie game. Strider's still on the mound. Here's Willie Stargell.
The captain pops up.
Line drive to center, and he's got it. Oh, Bill Robinson is one to the gap. That's going to find the wall. It's going to be a double. Ed Ott, 1 for 5 in the series. And, a base hit up the middle.
Hey.
And Bill Robinson's coming home. The throw home is going to be safe. 2-1 Pirates. And Phil Garner. Oh, that looks like a foul ball into the bullpen over there. So,
he was really late on that. Kind of double clutched on the swing.
Tim Foley. Another base hit to the right side. That's 2 this game. And, they're going to third, and he's safe. Second and third, Mike Easler of a bad pinch hitting for John Candelaria. Eastlow shot over the right
Wow.
field, his head off the
The
wall. I
headman
thought that was
with
going to
the-
be gone. That's going to be
Yeah.
a 2 runs. Is going to score. He's going for 3 in that one. He's going to be legging out a triple, pinch hit triple, 4-1 Pirates.
I was going to say,
There's
they call him the
Moreno.
hitman for a reason.
And there's another base hit, 5-1. Just like you said, you never know. This game's going to get out of hand quickly. And a stolen base as well. So Stride is having Boku problems here, but they're going to leave him in there. So it's 5-1 after 7 now. And here's Enrique Romo pitching. I think he pitched in the first game as well.
He didn't come in, yes.
A home run cut and he
Yeah, he struck him out.
Struck him out.
That's a shot to right
I
field.
think that's going to stay
Gone.
in the yard, yeah.
Ronald Acuna hits a home run to make it 5-2. So don't. It's not over yet. There's a base hit past the third baseman. So the hits are coming to both teams now.
And it's completely handcuffed, man. Like,
Oh, there's a play. They're going to play at second. He's out at second, 1-6. And here's Swanson trying to keep it alive. And he does not. 6-4 put out. Ends the 8th inning. It's 5-2. Oh, I'm sorry. It doesn't end the 8th inning. It ends the top half of the 8th inning. And here's Dave Parker trying to add on some insurance. And a bad throw by the first baseman gets away, and Parker takes second base. And they're going to walk Stargell. Here's Robinson, who had a big double. 3 for 6 in the series. Oh, he can't do anything with it. It's an infield single. Bases loaded. Ed Ott. Base hit. Another run scores. Wow. Timely hitting in this since the 7th inning here. Garner flies out to left field. It's shallow, and they're not going to try it. So 1 out now, and there's Tim Foley. That's a line drive deeper to center. That's going to probably be enough for another run. So it looks like the Pirates are going to be forcing a game 3 here, unless barring some miracle.
if Ed Ott is having a big day.
And the stolen base, Bill Robinson. He's doing it all today. And is grounded. Oh, another error. Oh, my God. 3 errors for the Atlanta Braves today. And a strikeout, finally.
Doing
There's
their-
Grant Jackson coming in to clean up the mess. There's a base hit, lead off. Ozzy Albies.
Over here. Here, man.
There's Aaron Reed selling beer.
We don't have a
And that's going to
policy
do it.
for beer selling on the bash. You can buy beer.
Yeah.
for that.
4-6-3, and that's it for this game. Pirates force a game 3. Still do not have a first elimination yet. That's okay. So we have 3 for 3 for Ed Ott. Oh, he came up big. 2 for 4 for Bill Robinson.
Those are often the guys that do it for you in these kind of
3
series.
for 4 for Albies, but losing effort.
Good day for Candelaria.
Yes, sir. All right, I think we got one more game in us, right? All right, so we got the 1929 Cubs and the 26 Senators. The Senators lead the series 1-0. And let me just
This is our third Cubs series.
of the day, yeah.
This is the rubber match for them. They lost 1 and won 1.
Yes, sir. All right.
You lose
so-
this one though, and it's over for them. It's Washington's up 1-0.
Yep. So in this one, we got the 29 Cubs in bracket 23, and they beat the 1990 Braves, 1906 Athletics, 1970 Yankees, the 75 Dodgers, 05 Athletics. And they beat, that's fine. They beat the 06 and 05 Athletics and the 2001 Athletics. So that's 3 athletics teams they beat. And the 1926 Senators beat the 1914 Cardinals, 1954 Giants, 36 Reds, 1989 Red Sox, 1914 Phillies, and the 1947 Tigers. So that's their roads to the final 32.
One of the few Tigers teams that was able to make it to the finals.
I know. That's true. And that doesn't have Alan Trammell on it, that's why. So.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, so now we have Walter Johnson and Pat Malone. Not Sam Malone there, Sean. Yeah, no, Trammell's teams couldn't be the whole team, so. All right, we're here at Griffith Stadium, and we have the 29 Cubs. We got Kai Kyler back on the team.
Oh, back there. He was playing for the Pirates earlier in the night.
So here we go.
Very good hitting Washington team.
Yes.
And a swing and a miss.
And Walter Johnson's a very good pitching person.
It's a very end of his career, Johnson, but he's still
good enough to win the bracket.
Mm-hmm.
And a gun down there.
Strike down the second base.
Muddy Rule struck him out looking, so it does it for the first. And here's Sam Rice. Oh, single.
Just out of his reach.
And a walk.
Sam Malone, grandfather on the mound.
Grounded to first, and they get one, and they go to third. Oh, they get the double play a little late on the call, but first inning goes by and nothing going on. Is Walter Johnson pitching. First, Hack Wilson walks, and a wild pitch. So here we go. Let's see. Base hit. Let's see if the run scores. Nope, it does not. First and third, nobody out. Woody English. And a base hit. Run's going to come in. So 1-0 Cubbies. Mike Gonzalez. Oh, soft grounder. Yeah. He's from Cuba, political refugee. Mm-hmm. All right. 1-0 Cubbies after an inning and a half. His Aussie Blues.
And a swing and a
miss. Ooh, that was a low strike. Ooh, drive over the center fielder's head. That's going to go all the way to the wall. Deep center field. And it's going to be a double for Muddy Rule.
Curveball is in for a strike. Struck him out.
And then ground out to short. All right, so we got after 1-0. Kyler with a base hit. So Johnson hasn't been able to really stem the hits here. They're hitting them.
Yeah.
There's another hit. That's going to go to the wall. That's going to be extra bases and maybe a run. They get it in pretty quickly, though, and it's not going to be a run. Ooh, just gets in at second, too.
Roger Hornsby coming with no outs and 2 guys on.
And he drops it over the second baseman. Base hit, run scores, and just one. So 2-0. Chicago, Hack Wilson.
Yeah, the easier is Hack Wilson coming up.
And they only get one at second base, so it's 3-0, 1 out. Deep fly ball to center field. He's got it. Sam Rice is under it. And here's Woody English. And he's caught stealing Muddy Rule.
Yeah, right on Muddy Rule.
Yep. All right.
Walter Johnson was a pretty good hitting pitcher in this day. I want to say he might have the record for the most triples by a pitcher in baseball history.
Oh, yeah?
I think that's something I remember being. I'm can double check it if it's true.
Oops. Wrong button. Okay. That's a shot to the gap. And that's Buddy Meyer. The double, 2-out double. And there's a base hit. That could be another run. Or 1 run for Washington anyway.
Yeah, put them on the board here.
He's 3-1. Joe Judge. It's a deep fly to left. Oh, that It dies out there though.
Yeah, if
So
the
it's
wind's
3-1.
blowing in hard or what. Just seems to just fall.
Yep. Well, McMillan, I think he had 2 errors in the first game, and he ground. Oh, there's an error right there. Jeez, a lot of miscues here in the outfield. In the field, I mean.
On a high hard one.
Walter Johnson's 3rd strikeout, and a pop up. All right, Pat Malone also has 3 strikeouts, and that's 4.
Got him
And
on a
5.
called strike at the knees. Full
Wow.
count pitch on the way, and we'll swing through it. Good pitch.
A lot of swinging at air in this last inning. So 2 grounders to short, and that's the end of this inning. Bottom of the 5th, 3-1 Chicago. Walter Johnson trying to help him out, help himself out, and he does. It gets down by the first baseman towards the corner, down to the corner, and he's gonna truck into second base and lead off double for Walter Johnson, and fly ball to left. Oh, it's nice sliding catch.
Nice. If Buddy Myers can get him in.
Ooh, looks like he just fly ball center field, and that's going to be caught. And Walter Johnson's not going to be tagging up. Here's Goose Goslin, 1 for 2, 2 for 8 in the series. Line drive to the second baseman, and he's got it. So after 5, it's 3-1 Chicago. Is 1 down. Charlie Grimm, better known as Jolly Charlie, 1 for 2. Fly ball to right field. This, it gets by. Jeez, I thought that was going to be caught for sure. Charlie goes in there with a double. And there we go. Another run could be coming in here. No, they don't. They don't send them. Wow.
Man, McNeely's getting a workout out there.
He's still not sending them. What's this guy's arm? Is only 65. Yeah, they're afraid of him. Mike Gonzalez, they get out of this inning without giving up a run. That's amazing. They're being very conservative, these Chicago Cubs. And this is going to be extra bases for Joe Judge.
So he kept it in front of him, but he was still able to get a double. Oh, that was
an infield single.
Laser up the middle.
And here we go. Another run for Washington. Cuts the lead to 1 now. McNeely pops up. 1 out. Bucky Harris into the center field. Another run scores to tie the game. Second and third, Walter Johnson has a chance to bring his, and they're going to play it home, and he's out. So 3-3 still with 2 outs, runner at third and first, and pop up to third. So we got a tie game now. Oh, he dropped it. Oh my God. Error on, oh my God. Dropped
Sam Rice gets another chance here. Let's see if they convert.
And he does. And there we go. Washington takes the lead.
Now
that was a costly error. Wow, that's crazy. All right, 4-3 Washington. They have a chance to trying to move on to the second round or the next round.
Swing and a foul tip into the mitt. He gets the strikeout.
And Kyler with a base hit. Kyler the stolen base. So
finally got one against Meyer.
Riggs. Oh, another ball. Oh, he boots it. Another error. My God, his Hornsby 1 for 3. Struck him out.
Ball is in for a strike. Struck him out.
Matchup Johnson versus Hornsby.
Yeah.
Hornsby gets that one.
And Hack Wilson can't get it done. Flies out to left. Oh, baby. Deep fly to left field. Goodbye.
Wow.
There's a high
See you
drive.
later, Joe Judge.
Judge, Judge.
And is going, and it is gone. A home
That's
run.
some insurance there. Malone's still in the game. And there's a pop up to first. And here's, wow, Earl McNeely. It's not looking good for the Chicago Cubs, 1929.
And they're going to need to find a few runs. Or they're going to be, their journey will end tonight.
Yep.
Swings and misses. He struck him out.
Strikeout number 7 for Johnson.
Hey, there we go. We got a shot to the gap.
Only a 3-run game, so
Yep, they need a run here. It would be helpful. Anything they can get in the 8th was. Let's see if Mike Gonzalez can deliver something. And he lines it to second base, and that's got it. So that does it for the top of the 8th.
Sam Rice, who had that gift to get a second chance and made the big hit for the Senators.
And there's a base hit. Buddy Meyer again. And it's grounded to second to first. I mean to short, back to third, to first for a double play. Oh, I'm getting tired. I was up at 4:30 this morning. My wife and daughter went to. I had to bring them to their bus for they're going to to Washington D.C. with this. My wife's 8th grade. She's an 8th grade teacher, so she took my daughter with her and they're there till Friday. So I had to drop her off at 5 in the morning. We had to leave at 4:45. So I'm a little tired.
Gabby Hartnett's in the pinch hit for the
Here we
Cubs.
go. Yeah, Gabby Hartnett.
One of the better catchers of this day.
Yep. And there's a base hit. Drops in front of the right fielder, Earl McNeely. So here we go. We're in business. And Kyler with a base hit. So the tying run comes to the plate. And Riggs Stevenson.
And here comes Purple Mayberry and try to close this out. But she did a really good job during the bracket. But
Riggs Stevenson hit 354 with 3 homers and 8 RBIs in the bracket. So, and there's a that was a shot.
hard.
Hornsby goes deep to right field to the wall. It's going to be at least a double, and 1 run's going to come in, and I think that's it. And the tying run is now at second base. And here comes Hack Wilson trying to keep the Cubbies alive, and he hits it down to third. They're going home. It's a high throw. He's safe. 6-5. They went home.
They should
have getting the shore out.
Yeah, a play like that, they should just come straight to first.
Oh, Furple Marbury in too, and trying to close this out. And Jolly Charlie's up. Walks them. Bases are loaded. 1 out. What a difference here. Cliff Heathcote pinch hitting.
Yeah, that was reminiscent of the
and they're going to play this one to home. They're going to go back to first. And they get the double play.
Wow.
3-2-3. A double play. With the oddest of double plays to end the game. And the Washington Senators move on to round 8.
Well, the second one made sense. The first one they kind of shot themselves in the foot with.
Yes.
But yeah, I was going to say, I think it was the Phillies-Dodgers playoff game. The infielder made a similar mistake.
So we got the Senators. Where are they? They're probably over here. Senators are moved on. They beat the 2-seeded 1929 Cubs.
Sweet.
So here we go. So they're going to move on to the next round, and the 1929 Cubs are extinguished.
I was going to say we have our first eliminated team and our first, upset. The 7 seed knocking out the 2 seed.
Yep. So we have, let's see. I will update. This is the list of all the. So the Senators, this is a loss. And they lost 0-2.
This is where you get to see the Bash sausages put together.
Yeah. And 19. The Cubbies, the Senators beat them, so they're 2-0. Now, this one we'll put round 8, around 7. So they're now out. And that's it. So we're moving along. Yeah, so that's a great game. It was very exciting at the end anyway.
Yeah, the Purpose made both games he's come into exciting. He's turned but he's come away with a win and a save, so it hasn't cost him yet.
So tomorrow, do we want to talk about tomorrow's broadcast? Or thank you for watching, everybody. If you're watching this, thanks, Sean, for coming
tomorrow
again.
we're gonna have a guest broadcaster, a baseball historian and author, is gonna come on and join us and talk Bash and talk about his books, and should be a nice change of pace, and hopefully you guys will enjoy it.
Yeah, I mean, so quick question. So does and his name is
and his name is Marshall Garvey.
Marshall Garvey.
Uh-huh.
And does he have broadcasting experience? Are we expecting him to broadcast on here?
He's a very personal guy. He's done a lot of talks for his book, on his book tour, and he's a chair of a SABR committee. He does, so he's definitely comfortable to be on the air. He'll do.
Oh, great.
He'll be better, more comfortable than we probably do. But yeah, he's a very knowledgeable guy, and I think he'll add a lot to the broadcast tomorrow night.
Oh, it's great. Yeah, that's wonderful. Looking forward to seeing that. Let me just I have one, I guess. So again, we have let's see, the next few games we have 1942 Red Sox trying to stave off elimination against the 66 Giants tomorrow. 69 Orioles trying to stave off elimination to the 2008 Cardinals. And the 75 Reds trying to close out the 43 White Sox. Those are just the first 3 games that we'll be playing. And if we get to more, if we do at least 5, we'll get the 38 Yankees trying to close out the Rangers, 78, and the 72 Reds trying to close out the 2003 Athletics. I think that's probably what we'll be able to get to tomorrow. And who knows, if we're feeling good, maybe we'll get to more. But so we'll figure out. We'll be posting the time tomorrow when we'll be on. But yeah, the Bash round 1, day 2 will continue tomorrow, and I really appreciate it. Jamie. Thank you so much again for your help.
It's always a pleasure. It's going to be fun to see this play out. And anybody that tuned in, or always a pleasure to have you.
Yes, thank you, and we'll leave you again with this outro, I guess. Thanks, Jamie. We'll talk to you tomorrow. Mm-hmm.
Thank you.